name is Ario Hamonangan and I'm from Group 1. And now I will present our presentations about DNS client settings on Windows. In these sections of analysis, we will talk about our Linux configuration project, about DNS client settings on Windows. And in this project, we made an implementation of how to figure a DNS client on Windows along with the configuration results. In these projects, we use Ubuntu Linux servers. These DNS servers functions is to recognize the DNS servers that is accessed and provides confidence when accessing the servers and can access the server on the local network too. So the process of DNS resolution involves converting a hostname such as example like www.example.com into a computer-friendly IP address such as 192.168.1.1 and an IP address is given to each device on the internet, and that address is necessarily to find that appropriate internet device, like a street address is used to find a particular home. When a user wants to load a web page, a translation must occur between what the users types into their web browsers, like example.coms, and the machine-friendly address necessarily to locate the example.com web page. And this is for me. And for what is DNS and the functions will be explained with my friends.
Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Agung Basana, and now I'm gonna tell you about DNS server or domain name system. So what is domain name system server? The domain name system is a phone book of the internet. When users type domain name such as google.com or yahoo.co.id into the web browser, the DNS is responsible to finding the correct IP address for those sites. Browser then use those addresses to communicate with the origin server to access the website information. This is all happen because DNS server is a machine that dedicated to answering the DNS queries. The purpose of DNS server is to save information or statistic in one log file. This is also required for a network security or authorization check. DNS is used to find a complete information about a hostname that on the internet, be it an IP address, server location or hostname, and time used. How do DNS server resolve a DNS query? In typical DNS query without any changing, there are 4 servers that work together to deliver an IP address to the client. First is recursive resolver, second root name server, the third is TLD name server, and the last is authoritative name server. First, the resolver queries the root name server. The root name server is the first step in translating. It translating the human readable domain name into IP address. The root server then responds to the resolver with the address of top level domain or TLD DNS server, then store the information to its domain. Second, the resolver queries the TLD server. The TLD server responds with IP address of the domain authoritative name server. The recursor then queries the authoritative name server, which will respond with the IP address of the origin server. And then the resolver will finally pass the origin server IP address, then go back to the client. Using this IP address, the client can initiate a query directly to the origin server, and the origin server will respond by sending website data that can be interpreted and displayed by the web browser itself. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sadam Hizbullah. I'm in here want to explaining you how to setting DNS client in Windows. There are 10 steps for configuring DNS client in Windows. Uh, we can go to the step 1. Step 1, we can open the Oracle and then we go to File and check this Manage Network Host and find the IP in VB adapter and take a notes in here. Why we take a notes the IP address? Of course, it for future purpose when we setting this DNS client. Okay, now we open the VirtualBox first, and then we can go this one, manage network host. Okay, in here you can see VirtualBox host on the Ethernet adapter, and in here IPv4, it's your Ubuntu IP. You can copy this one and place in here just to make sure we can remember it. Okay, second step is we can open Ubuntu OS and run the terminal from there. Okay, you can this one open the terminal. We can wait for the terminal open. Okay, we already inside the terminal, and then what we can see in here. Step number 3 is switch into super user by typing the syntax, and don't forget to input your password. Okay, like this, and input your password. Okay, now you already in root, or we can say you already in super user mode. Okay, step number 4. We can run LMPP. LMPP, as we know, that's like XMP, but in Linux. Okay, and then we must start this LMPP by typing the syntax. Okay, like this. I will show you how to run this. Okay, now you can see in here the XMP or the LMPP already running. Okay, then in here you can check the DNS by typing with several commands. First, we must go inside to ADC and find files name host and take a note our custom DNS from this file name host. Okay. Like this, first we go to file name APC and we must take a look first. We must find the file name host. It usually start from H. Okay, this one host you can see. Now you can open this file by typing gedit and then type the file name. Okay, now you can see in here that this one is for our DNS name. We already custom it by websolid.com. Okay, and then what next? Now after okay, we copy this one first, so we can place in here. Oh, sorry, I was forget it's a different OS. Now you can see we already got the IP and we already got the DNS name. Okay, next one is after you got the DNS name and the Ubuntu IP, you can go back to your Windows. Okay, we can go inside back to Windows, and then what? Now you can open the command prompt and try to ping your Ubuntu IP and the DNS name. Okay, you usually type like this. Okay, we can ping first. Ping the IP first, like in here. Okay, you can see in here we successfully ping this IP. It means we connected by this IP. And then second one is we must ping this DNS name to check does the Windows already know the DNS name or not yet. Okay, you can see in here the Windows not doesn't know what is websolid.com. And then it means we must introduce first what is websolid.com into Windows. Okay, you can see in here after this one you can go through number 8, open your notepad, open by right administrator. Why? Because we want to edit this file, editing the system file, so we must need to administrator. Okay, you can type in your notepad, open first. Okay, now we already opened the notepad, and then what? Open file from system C, and then go Windows. Okay, well, let's try it first. We can open the file. Okay, first now we go to system C, and then we can go to Windows, and then system 32 drivers. Sorry, system 32, open it, and then drivers. Okay, and then we must go to APC and host. APC. Okay, you can see in here it's blank. Why? Because the type document is it's still the text document or txt. So we should to change to all files. So we can see in here that the host. Open it. Okay. What we need to do for the Windows know our DNS name. It's simple. Just type this IP first. Copy this IP into this one, and then we put the DNS name next to the name IP. So Windows will know websolid.com it refers to this IP or your Ubuntu IP. And now you can save it. Okay, now the file already saved. You can close. Okay, we already done to configuring the DNS client. But to make sure again, you can try to ping your IP and DNS again in your command prompt. You can see here, you can ping your IP. Okay, the IP same like before. They successfully ping the IP server, and now we must try to the DNS who previously we failed to ping that name, that DNS name. Okay, you can see in here websolid.com who have the IP number IP. We successfully pinging them. Previously we failed, now we success. Okay, that's all how to configuring DNS client in Windows. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.